Hey everyone, so today I thought I would do a tutorial using some of the products that I showed you in yesterday's video, the MAC products. So in the interest of time, I've already applied my foundation primer, which is L'Oreal Studio Secrets Magic Perfecting Base, and my Revlon Photo Ready foundation, and the color is Shell. And then I used my Essence Forget It concealer palette to conceal the black circles under my eyes. So I used the peach one, and I used a little bit of the green color on my chin because my chin gets extremely red for some strange reason. So let's take it from there then. Next I'm going to use my Eyeshadow cream, which looks like this. And I'm just going to take a little bit on my ring finger and I'm going to go right across the top of my cheeks horizontally. And this is the way that the senior makeup artist at Chanel recommends that you apply highlight. Okay, and then the blush that I bought yesterday is called Dame, and it's a satin finish blush. And I'm going to take an e.l.f. Studio powder brush. These brushes are unbelievable and they're only $3. And I'm going to put some of that on my brush and I'm going to work it. I'm going to start on the center right here and then just work it up. Right up into the temple there. Okay, that looks pretty even. And next I'm going to take one of the new paint pots I got, and this is called Nubile. And this is the peachy one. And I'm just going to put some of that right on my eyelids as a eyeshadow base. And I'm going to blend that right into the crease and all the way up to that highlight area. And this is just a nice peachy color that just kind of blends into your skin. This isn't the type of paint pot that's really going to make an eyeshadow pop unless, of course, you're going to use a peach eyeshadow. But we're not going to do that today. The eyeshadow colors that I'm going to be using are the ones that I used in that video where I did the other day where I said that I wasn't sure how I felt about the look. So I'm going to try it again today. A lot of you said that you did like it. So I like to start with my highlight first, and this is Sweet Lust by MAC. I'm going to put some of that on a 224 brush and just go right along that brow bone there. And this is just a very subtle highlight to just brighten up that area there. Just blend it in really nice. It's just a very, very light pink. And then next, I'm going to take a MAC 242 shader brush, and I'm going to use Vex on my lids. And this is a beigey type color, and it has like pink and green reflex in it. And I'm just going to put that on my lids. And work it right along the lash line. And then right going into that crease area. It's a pretty complex color, Vex, and I never really knew what the heck to do with it because because you can't use it as a highlight because it's got other colors in it, so that would look dumb. And yeah, I never really know what to do with it, and then I said, well, I'm just going to put some on my lids and see what I can figure out to work with it. And because it's got like pink and green reflex in it, not really reflex, but it's got like a dual chrome thing going on, I said, well, let's just pick one of those reflect colors and then use that as a crease color. Okay, now we're going to go back to the 224 because all I did was just use that Sweet Lost on it, so it really doesn't, that's such a light color that it isn't really going to make any difference if I use the same brush. And I'm going to use Tracks in the crease. And this is sort of a mauvey pink, or as Americans would say, mauve. But the correct pronunciation is actually mauve. If I had somebody, I was showing something in a video once, and I was like, okay, and this is a mauve. I said this is a mauve, sort of a mauve color. And somebody wrote in the comment section, it's pronounced, and then they put like how to pronounce the color. And I was like, well, no, actually it's not. If you look in the dictionary, Americans are saying it wrong. Because if you look in the dictionary, it does say mauve. But as usual, Americans are butchering the English language. It really amazes me how so many countries all speak the same language, but yet we all say things so completely different from each other. It's like, how in the world did that even evolve, you know? Like when people started spreading around the world, going to different countries, what changed the language? Alright, this isn't a history lesson. Alright, so let's drop this subject. Okay, so, alright, that needs to be blended a little bit. So let's get out our MAC blending brush and just blend that a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to take the liner I got yesterday, which is MAC Technical Earthline, and this is a cross between brown and gray. So let's see how this comes out. My camera is it's a Sony CyberShot, and so it doesn't have a viewfinder on it. So when I look back at the camera, I don't have any idea if I'm still in frame or not. I just kind of film and hope for the best. But it's a nice camera. It takes pictures and video, and the quality is actually pretty good. When I first started making videos on YouTube, the camera I was using was really not good for video, and so I ended up having to replace it. And the quality of those videos was so bad that I deleted all the videos that were made with that camera because the quality was just horrendous. I just didn't even want those videos on my channel. Even the audio was bad on that camera. It was like distorted. it sounded like the audio was so bad it sounded like I had a lisp when I spoke. Okay. So now I'm going to take one of these brushes, smudge brush, and I'm just going to blend this out a little bit. This is Samantha Chapman Real Techniques brush. Okay, and next I'm going to take MAC Zoom Lash Mascara. The only MAC mascara I've ever used that I actually like. And I've tried a bunch of them. But this one is good. This is really, really good. Okay, and then next I'm going to fill in my brows with Revlon Color Stay Brow Enhancer in Blonde. And this is a dual-ended thing. I just used the tinted wax side, which is number 1. And my brows are not bad, but at the very beginning there's quite a bit of like little empty spots. So first I just do the beginning part. This one here is the worst one. And then I just sort of go over the whole thing just to kind of blend some of this color into the whole eyebrow, because you can never get like a good match, and you don't really want it to match anyway. You always want to pick out a brow pencil that is a little bit lighter than your eyebrows, but then it's good to kind of work that color all the way through to make it more symmetrical. And on my lips I'm going to use Catrice lip liner in Nude Rose, and sadly my friend June was saying in one of her videos the other day that they've discontinued this pencil. Apparently they've reformulated the formula, and when they did, they dropped the colors that they had and put out new ones, and it looks like the tip of this came right off inside the cover. So I'm going to shut the camera off so you don't have to sit here while I'm sharpening the pencil. Well, I don't know what happened to my sharpener, but I looked everywhere and I couldn't find it, and as I was looking for it, though, I did find another one that apparently I had a spare, but it doesn't work as well as the other one. So I did the best I could sharpening the pencil. I don't know how these things can just walk off all by themselves, because I always kept the sharpener in a certain place and it's not there. Alright, so I sharpened my pencil, and it looks like I lost a good portion of it trying to sharpen it. And so I'm just gonna, so this was Catrice Nude Rose Liner. Which I don't really even need with the lipstick that I'm going to use, but I like lip liner. I think it helps your lipstick stay within the lines a lot better and gives them nice definition. Okay. So next I'm going to use MAC Syrup lipstick And this was a lipstick that I had gotten as part of the Back to Mac program, and they always mark it so that you can't return it because it's free. And when they do that, you can't always read the information on there, so at least they didn't write over the area where the name of it is. Oh, that drives me crazy when they do that. But this is a luster. I can just barely make it out in between where they wrote. But I really like MAC Luster Finish lipsticks. It's my favorite. And then I'm going to use MAC Cultured Lip Gloss that, like I showed you yesterday. And this is such a pretty lip gloss. I love it. And it's just the original formula. Oh, I love that over the syrup. This is the first time I've ever used it over this lipstick. And like I said yesterday, that was the first time I had ever used lipstick, period. So this was the second time. Oh, God, what a pretty color. I just don't understand why I had never seen anyone talk about this lip gloss in a video, ever. Cultured. And the blush, too. Dame. Never seen anybody mention this. But it's like I was saying yesterday, you know, I think we have a tendency to always be focusing on the new collection, so we ignore stuff in the permanent line, but it's permanent for a reason, you know. It's permanent because it is a good product or a beautiful color or whatever. And on my nails today is e.l.f. Blue Mist. And this was part of a set that came out. It was like a spring-summer collection or something this past year. And, oh, I can see where I bumped my nail before it got dry. I always manage to do that. Oh, I see a few of those. Okay, so I won't show you the nails again. But it's, yeah, e.l.f. Blue Mist. This was the color that was like the special color in the set. The rest of the colors were all permanent, but this was like the special edition one. But sad to say, though, you know, e.l.f. nail polish is not very good. It goes on streaky. You need 3 coats. And then, of course, because you put 3 coats, it never dries. So you can't sit there all day waiting for it to dry, you know. Even when you use a, like, fast dry top coat, it still takes forever. So I definitely don't recommend the e.l.f. polishes. I just bought that set. It had 5 polishes in it, but I wouldn't buy any more. Unless, you know, they had planned on reformulating the polish or something, and then, of course, I would give it another chance. But I don't recommend the e.l.f. nail polishes. So that's the look. And that's it for today then. Bye.